Good morning, guys. As you can see behind me, it's a Camry, a Golf, a Mercedes-Benz. Basically, the historical powerhouse of car making, Germany and Japan. And we've all seen the arrival of Chinese cars in the form of BYDs, Chery, or J-Cool and all that, right? It's very common to see people say that, hey, this car looked like some other car. This car looked like that, looked like this, right? And I've long thrown that away. I don't think the Chinese are copying whatsoever. However, the benchmarking is still happening, right? Wait, let me wipe the screen a little bit. Yeah, okay. The benchmarking is still happening, as in they still take a look at what the competition is doing, and then they do better. But this brand, which I have been very much looking forward to check it out, has made its arrival. And I tell you, out of all Chinese car brands that are here, okay, maybe some are not here yet. I mean, you have NIO, you have the others, right? But most of them is largely similar in a way, in terms of what they're currently doing. For example, yesterday or the day before, Haval launched an SUV, and I was driving a Chery Tiggo something. And to be honest, if you take out the logo, I can't really separate them. But today, what we're seeing is what I would say that it is the most confident Chinese brand out there. And these guys are Zeekr. Alright? If you look at their products, I mean, of course, your parents, your grandfather, your grandma wouldn't know this brand because it emerged just a couple of years ago under the Geely Group, right? So Geely Group, at first is Geely, and then they bought over Volvo, and then they have access to all the new safety tech, and then they launched Lynk & Co, right? And then they have Polestar, a spun-off from Volvo, and then they bought over Proton alongside with Lotus. They revamped Lotus. Lotus are now selling in numbers that they have never been selling before. And then we have these guys, Zeekr. Why I call them the most confident Chinese brand? Because from whatever angle you look at them, I can tell you when they pen their cars, they couldn't give a rat's toot to any other brands out there. They just do what they want, they do what they can, they do what they could, and they couldn't be bothered. Alright? I mean, tell me which car maker has their logos painted in the body color you spec. Look, this car is white, the logo is in white. That one is black. Oh, looks amazing, the contrast over the details. And the logo is in black. And everything is so simplistic. You might have think that, hey, is this the new Saab or some? Because all this while only the Swedish are so quirky. Only them are being so how do I put it? Like they forge ahead with what they want to do, and they couldn't give a damn about everybody else. All right. So the arrival of Zeekr here comes with these two brands, these two models, the Zeekr X and the Zeekr 009. Now, we still haven't figured out their naming logic, but I tell you, the Chinese brands, they don't give a damn about how they name their cars, right? They can call it Zeekr Y, Zeekr X, Zeekr ABC, or 009 or 9- whatever. They don't care about all these old norms where the Germans or BMW and Audi was always shooting themselves in the foot, trying to tell people that, oh, single digits are coupes, odd numbers are sedans, whatever. They don't care. All right, they named it, they do it, and if they want to change it, they'll change it again. They don't care. Okay, so let's look at this car first. Starting at 180,000. I mean, both are full electric cars, and I have to say again, I think we're slowly getting used to this. They use the daytime running lights to establish the design character of the car. Most of the time, the headlights of the cars forms the character or the look or the face of the car, right? So, of course, the Chinese brands are not the first one that does this, but they are employing this to great effect. So, to illuminate the lights, all the housings for the headlights are now housed below, just like many other Chinese cars, because when you are an EV, you don't need your side intakes, right? You don't have your radiator coolers on the side or whatever. You don't need that much cooling. So, of course, you have a radiator, but the headlights would form, the side intakes of what most cars are recognized as, and then the headlights will be up there. The daytime running lights will be up there, forming the character look of the car. When you are doing this, you have way more freedom to execute, because at the end of the day, to achieve enough illumination, headlights housing can't be too small. You need a certain size. Now, of course, lighting technology has improved by leaps and bounds. These are the latest lighting techs that they are using, and then these daytime running lights will be on throughout the day, and that forms the character. Okay. Now, this car is a sister platform car of the Volvo EX30, and of course the smart #1. All right, they are all derived from the same platform, but I can say that there's not a lot in between them that are shared, because at the end of the day, it's just the platform, and these are EVs, right? You can do a lot of things from whatever that is on top. But I just like the cohesiveness of their execution. Their cars don't look alike, but you can tell they are from the same family. So that's what we deem by family language, not family template. A lot of cars end up with family template, right? Meaning that it's just different sizes of sausages, right? You look at the EQE and the EQS, you can hardly tell them apart after a couple of years of launching. But these guys are different. These guys, you can tell that they are from the same family, but they look completely different. All right. Now, I would want to know if the guy in front is, oh, he's the camera guy of that guy. Okay, let's not bother them. I want to know if he is in his sitting position, or that's the real case of the size of the interior. Because the EX30 is small, it's tight. I hope this is not. Okay, the other guy is just as tall. Let me go to his back. I think he pushes his seats all the way to the back. Oh, look at that. That is unique. So, there are no buttons inside. There is nothing for me to touch inside. Nothing for me to push. It's just a touch. So, when you unlock the car, this thing goes down and you are able to touch the sensor inside. I'm just touching. I'm not even pressing. I touched it, and then the doors pop. What I heard from my colleague, what I heard from my colleague, where he went to China for the test drive, he said the China market one has the auto opening doors that swing open, and then when you press a button, they will close or somewhat. Okay, this one doesn't. So the button is still here, but it doesn't do the, I mean, that one is just a mechanism. If you spec it, it's there, but it's just extra cost anyway. So in China, you can press the brakes and then the doors will close. Very interesting thing that I saw now is that there's an aircon vent on the B pillar, which for cars of this size is pretty rare to see B pillar aircon vents. All right. Bro, you are quite tall, right? How tall are you?
181.
181. If you're comfortable in front, right? Cool, thanks. I just want to know. Yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is amazing packaging. This gentleman up front is 181 cm, and I have about 2 fists of knee room. And then you look at my feet, I can slot underneath. Alright. Very nice finishing. Even the aircon vents, I know they're mounted pretty low. I do not know why they did not mount it a little bit higher. They could have if they want to. Okay, obviously there's no soft close. I wonder where is, oh, there we go. That's the mechanical release for the door, is down here. Okay, let me close the door. What I really like about this car is the finishing. Alright, the use of leather and soft touch materials throughout really just puts this car as the most premium feeling one in its sister cars or its segment. Okay, the speaker grills are in rose gold, beautiful finishing, and it matches the grey color beautifully. Alright, everything is fitted so solid. This is metal. This is metal. And the window buttons, damn. Oh, interesting. It's the other way around. I push up, the windows come down. But is that the max? Oh, they don't go full. They don't go down fully. Now that's a drawback. That is a drawback in my opinion. Should have went all the way down. And then if you pull down, they go up. Okay. And then the rose gold finishing is repeated over here on the back of the seats. Just look at China cars, how they are finished. Oh, this is nice. This is some really, really solid build quality here. This feels like what, this one doesn't feel like the usual seat back. Yeah, it doesn't feel like the usual seat back sleeves or whatnot. This one is finished so nicely, so tight, and then you can feel the entire seat back is a piece of leather with stitching, real stitching over here, and this one feels just like some high-end handbags pocket or something. It is very, very well finished, even all the way down here. Right, it's still leather clad and it's soft to the touch. It's nice. This one will put to shame a lot of Mercedes-Benz and BMWs when it comes to finishing and build quality. It is even one par higher than the cheaper Audis. Basically, actually, it's nicer than Audis. Oh my god. Audi can no longer sing the song of making the best interior fit and finish. It's now the Chinese are the best in interior fit and finish. They are exceptional. I've always said that the Koreans are better than the Japanese in fit and finish, but the Koreans don't use high quality materials. The Chinese do. And this is evidence of it. Okay, look at the rear seats with these little touches. You don't see them in 180,000 ringgit cars. 180,000 is a few thousand ringgit more than a Mazda 3, and Mazda 3 already is better than most Japanese cars, and this is just by far way better, far better. Alright, and then you have a touch screen environment at the back here to operate the air cons. There's a little bit of sound feedback with what you get, but the air doesn't come out from here, it comes out from this side. But you can lock and unlock the doors here as the children at the back. And then up here you get the panoramic roof. It's a huge panoramic roof. There are no blinds, but this is treated to filter out sunlight, to filter out heat and all that. Alright, you get some these are the same accessories that I can see for Volvos. It is basically a thing that you can buy to hook in, and then you can pull it down when you fold your seats down to carry your pets or carry some other items. Alright, Yamaha sound system at the back. Here, down here are harder plastics, but these are so well finished. Alright, so you open the door by pressing this electronic button. Okay, let's come out here. Now, some things that you won't see on Japanese cars, or this is interesting. Some things that you won't see on Japanese cars or German cars, some of them are these sharp edges on doors, right? You won't notice this kind of execution on Japanese cars. They are very careful with this type of stuff because it may hurt little children and all that. But of course, it takes some time for Chinese car designers to notice this sort of things. Look at that, the sharp edges. You can see there's a Camry out there. You won't find this kind of sharp edges on Japanese cars. Okay, and yeah, it hurts. It's not absolute sharp, but still, it is an edge. Almost full-length door bin. The speakers are hidden inside this part. Alright, and here you have some ambient lighting stuff. That means there is nothing here. And if there is nothing here, oh, that's the door opening mechanism. The door opening mechanism is here instead of under this, like in the rear seats. So they could have made this full length if they want to, right? Here I can see some conjoining molding lines over here, but overall the fit and finish is exceptional. Okay, now this is not an expensive car at all. At the end of the day, it is 180,000. So there will still be things whereby they have to construct with just plastics for places that are down here. But even having an aluminium plate for the skid plates, you know, the door sills, is already a very good touch. And see that? It is designed in Gothenburg, Sweden. The proper pronunciation for Gothenburg in Swedish is Göteborg. So it is designed by Europeans in Göteborg, and it's evident. You can tell a lot of Swedish. It's as if designers who have worked on Volvo gets to, you know, they are unshackled, because Volvo being Volvo, Volvo needs to be the, you know, the champion for safety, for environment, try to use less materials, try to recycle plastics from the sea. Volvo puts a lot of burden on itself to champion for the world, for humanity, blah, 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 blah. But it's as if when you take the designers who have a lot of their own ideas they want to execute, right, that which they couldn't in a Volvo, when you put them into another brand called Zeekr, and they get to flourish, they get to go all out to do crazy stuff that they like, right? We've seen on videos in China, this screen, I mean, it's a specification, right? There is a motor that can move the entire screen from this side to this side. So I'm not sure if this car is fitted with that. I don't think so. But if they do, it is I mean, it's a gimmick, but it's a fun gimmick. I'm not sure if it's spec over here, and I don't even know how to use their screens yet. It's all icon based, straightforward in a way, but when you're driving, it's not the most immediate form of operation. Yeah, you get to play around. Look at the refresh rate of the graphics, right? The Cherry that I drove yesterday, just flip on the aircon panel and then it hang there for a while, and it has been consistent for the past 2 days. So this is static. I'm not sure if there are any gimmicks here. Nope, this is static, unlike the EX30 where you can push the whole thing in. And look at this. This is a wireless charging pad with, is there aircon being routed here? Nope, no aircon being routed here. Are there aircon blowing here? Nope, the aircon vents are here and here. So presumably, I'm not sure if that's a breather hole or not. Okay, but this is a wireless charging pad with a little bubble. You know how they mold the rubber to be a bubble, where the bubble will be the one holding your phone in. But I'm not sure if it's able to hold a fat phone. Let's try. Oh, it does. It does. It does hold a Samsung Fold, which is pretty fat by any means. These are nice soft touch injection mold polyurethane materials. This thing moves. Damn. So you can push this thing up, and then down here, I believe this is, it's one cup holder, and then you open it, it turns into 2 cup holders in a way. Alright, you can take this out, and then you have a large storage compartment down here. You can pull this. There's a rubber strap here, spring loaded almost, and then here is a perfume system, I believe. Do I twist it? I don't know how to take it out. There are 2 USB-C ports over here, and one for charging, one for data, and then this one, this is pretty chunky. Okay, you can put it back down here, but you need to align it. Okay, you need to align it, and then very nice, and then you can pull this and close it if you want to. This is slightly rubberized, so when you put your stuffs, it won't slide around. Okay, this one is for you to also put your phone, I believe, or your wallet and all that, so you can still see your notifications. Okay, this one you push it down. This is nice in the fact that you can actually pull it up and you can still see your phone, you press some stuff over there. Okay, and here, this is a fridge. Gosh, you have a fridge.
Sorry. The manual release.
Can you believe that? We have a fridge in a 180,000 ringgit car. That's what makes me amazed with the Chinese, They don't care what segment deserves a fridge, right? To them, if I can fit it in, I will fit it in. If my budget allows to, I will do it. That's the Chinese, okay? And then here you have the Yamaha speakers, the tweeters over here. And then this one is, backlit, very nice. There's a layer of felt over here. Look at all the lighting, they are all diffused. And then this one is a joystick.
Just a disclaimer.
And this one is the wiper stop.
Final spec.
Very nice.
This will not come to.
Okay, I'll go outside.
Yeah. So.
Okay. Oh, Malaysia don't have the fridge, huh? Okay, guys, remember, no fridge, huh? It's all right. And Malaysia don't have the sliding screen, right?
No.
Okay. And that's the ambient lighting. That's a physical ambient lighting. Crazy. All these are really nice materials. And there's a little screen here for the drivers. Okay, so yep, that's the Zeekr X, and pretty good looking car, and for the price, pretty epic. So, can I open the... Okay, let's look at what's underneath. You want to close the door? Yeah. Oh, that's for your NFC card. To open the door. Okay, there's a little baby storage here for your stuffs. Alright, but look at the finishing. Everything is nicely done. Oh. And I only have one hand. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you. Yep. So, what do you think? It's a very good looking car. They call it a crossover because it rides slightly higher. And then outside here, you can see some air vents to reduce turbulent air. Oh, these wheels are huge, 19-inch for such a small car. And the back, very nice. Look at the Zeekr logo is lit up. And then here's the boot. You get a little parcel shelf over here that you can fold up. What's up, bro?
The 09 wheel comes with 19, not 20. That's
that one?
Yeah, same design.
This is 20-inch.
Yeah.
But the one that comes will be 19.
Yeah.
So the ride will be more comfortable.
Yes.
But it's the same design, huh?
Same design.
Very nice design. Thank you. So you get a power boot. You get some hook points here when you... Oh, there's a nice under storage over here. Look at this, thick. Okay, so I don't know, when you picnic or whatnot, you can hang your stuffs over here, I guess. And then you can fold the seats down. Look at that. Look at this little strap. That's what I call confidence. Look at that. They treat it like a designer wear kind of execution, which makes you wonder why the other car makers not doing all this, right? That's why I really think that the designers for Zeekr had a field day, had so much fun when they designed this, right? AC and DC, okay? Again, the logo is everywhere. And this is the kind of product. This is the exact type of products that builds a brand. They don't need storytelling, brand building to build the brand, then use the brand to carry the product. They don't need that, right? They let the product do the talking. And from their first wave of products, they already established the brand. This is what a strong product does to a brand, okay? Now, should I continue the video with the same? Maybe I'll separate the video here and I'll stop at that, okay? That's the Zeekr X, 400 over horsepower, 3.8 seconds. I mean, you know electric cars are fast, right? They're powerful. And this one is good looking and spacious and extremely well built. Extremely well built, all right? And yeah, Chinese car makers, they just blur all the segments. They don't care what segment you're in, what price point you're in, what competitors are out there. If they feel like doing it, they'll do it. All right? Cheers.